Welcome to the City Show. This is our COVID-19 daily update. I'm Pat O'Melia. Today I start my day every day now, taking my temperature. My wife comes up and puts it on my forehead. Today I was 97.4. That is probably one of the leading symptoms of coronavirus. Came in the studio today. We're working the HMG studios today. Disinfected all the surfaces, all the keyboards, all the cameras. This way my man John and Jonathan over here doesn't get sick. Hopefully you're not sick. You know all, and I'll go over it again, but we know what we need to do not to catch the coronavirus. Worldwide, not everybody is practicing that. You got 882,206 cases worldwide. Good number here is recovery. 185,094 people have recovered from the coronavirus. So you will recover. And if you're in fairly good shape with no underlying medical conditions, you will recover. Worldwide, there have been 44,136 deaths. There are 652,976 active cases. Here's the thing with these cases and all the coronavirus, 95% of them are classified as mild. It's back to 95. There's 5% that are critical and serious. So even if you get the coronavirus, doubt you're going to be in a hospital or on the ventilators, that sort of thing. So practice the social distancing. United States, we have 189,442 cases. We have a population of 331 million people, so percentage-wise, we're doing all right. Recovered in the United States so far, 7,082. And the deaths, it's a climbing number, and that's going to continue to climb. What we have, we're showing a number of 4,074 people who have died. Can we see the maps, John? Let me see. Show me today's map. This is the coronavirus as it is reported as I sat down today. You see that circle in the New York tri-state area is getting bigger and bigger. Can you show me the first map we used, John? Show you how this... Hey, remember that? Remember those days? That was, I think, March 17th. Now, the president mentioned yesterday that some of the states were slow on the go to get in gear with the coronavirus. And they were showing graphs that they used. I couldn't find those graphs today. Until around the 16th or so of March, outside of Washington and I think Ohio and California, nobody was taking the coronavirus that serious. When you looked at the charts they were using, the president used yesterday, from the St. Patrick's Day on, especially in New York, New Jersey. And a good sign is most of the state is kind of flat. It's New York and New Jersey that are the issues here. But I'm out of New Jersey. We have 18,696 cases, with 267 deaths as of me sitting down at the desk today. I'm sure Governor Murphy will have some new updated numbers. Keep in mind, of the 18,696, we're doing a lot of testing statewide now. We have a population of 9 million people, and there's probably another 2 or 3 million here that are here for work or school that aren't considered residents, but they're here. Again, percentages. Hudson County has 1,606 cases. Ocean County has 878. Bergen County, the little epicenter we got here in New Jersey, is 2,482. Jersey City, I was texting with Mayor Phillip this morning. There are no new numbers there. There's 820 cases in Jersey City. Jersey City has more coronavirus cases than I think like 30 of the states. Why? Proximity to New York City. New York City has 44,915. As of me sitting down here, there were 1,139 deaths in New York City. The state of New York has 76,049. So New York City has more than half the state. We, in Hudson County, are literally a couple of hundred yards away, a few hundred yards away from New York City. The next 2 to 3 weeks, according to the president and all the experts there, are going to be the worst. So again, practice precaution. Wear the gloves. Wear the mask if you have them. Social distancing. Clean your hands. My wife keeps telling me every time we're walking out, you clean your hands? I gotta remember to clean my hands every time we're walking out. Gloves, for that matter, ShopRite just had a skid of those gloves. Got a box of 100. The mask, if you have it, use it. Social distancing, you can control that. If you're in the supermarket, back off, back away. You know, you don't have to rub shoulders with everybody. Do the best you can. You're benefiting yourself. Our testing sites here in Jersey, you're constantly adding new ones. You got the PNC Art Center that was closed today. Bergen County Community College, Hudson Regional Hospital in Secaucus, Riverside Medical Group also in Secaucus. You got Winnapack Park in Newark. They're doing testing there. We got to update our grids over here. William Patterson University is doing testing there. Bayonne Medical Center is doing testing in Bayonne at Ahern Stadium. The fire headquarters here in Jersey City on Marin Boulevard, they are doing testing, but for frontline people right now. The supermarket people, grocery people, cop, firemen. We're also doing the same thing at the old DPW on Route 440 and Culver Avenue. Remember, the worried well, unless you have symptoms, there will be no test. First thing they're going to do is take your temperature. If you're not sporting like 99, you're not getting tested. And of course, the coronavirus symptoms are as follows: runny nose, sore throat, cough, fever, difficulty breathing, loss of appetite, loss of taste and smell. That's been coming up a lot as people are being interviewed who have the coronavirus or recovered. One of the first things they notice, they lost taste and smell. If you are type A blood, take extra precautions. There's some data showing that you're more susceptible. If you're O, go food shopping for the people with A. Now, precautions. Now, the next 2 or 3 weeks, as the president and all the experts were saying, is going to probably be the worst, and then hopefully we can start coming down the other side of that curve. Jersey City and the Hudson County communities, we have an interesting situation. We are, like I said, a few hundred yards away from New York City. What precautions can we take? Somewhere along the line, nobody wants to talk about it, the PATH and New Jersey Transit. There will have to be some sort of restrictions to going in and out of New York City. I don't want to single out New York City, but it is the epicenter. There's 44,000 cases over there, and it goes up every day. Somehow we got to come up with some way of restricting movement through the tunnels and New Jersey Transit. First off, those are coronavirus tubes, the train or the bus. And like I said in yesterday's update, unless you're in like scuba gear with the tanks and the mask and all, you really have to be careful. Unless you're really essential, you have to go to New York City and come back from Hudson County, or we got to be concerned about people from New York City coming into Hudson County to work, there has to be some restriction. You got 3 PATH stops in Jersey City and 1 in Hoboken. At the rate this is spreading in New York City, it's like each stop on the PATH line is going to be Willoughby. You could get sick. And New Jersey Transit buses, they're running all over Jersey City and Hoboken. People are getting off the bus. Or Corona, it is that much of a caution that somewhere along the line in the next few days or next week, we're going to have to consider restricting movement from New York City. Now, the president was talking about doing a quarantine of New York City, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I'm certain that's probably on the table again. If that curve doesn't flatten down in the next couple of weeks, probably see that quarantine. April 1st is here. Rents are due. The New York Post is reporting 40% plus of the renters in New York State will not be able to pay their rent. Actually, that's probably 40% in New York City that won't be able to pay their rent. And nothing has really been accomplished with the banks or lending institutions or the municipalities to get a grace period on mortgages and rents, because you can't have one without the other. And mortgage payments, a large part of that mortgage payment are property taxes and insurance. Somewhere along the line, there has to be a grace period there. Nothing has happened in that regards. Hopefully, you have enough money to get through April, and we look forward to May. A lot of people kind of live month to month, so there are people who have a problem. If you're a landlord and you can be a little realistic and give a little break, it would be appreciated. You may be the person that needs the break someday going forward. Again, I spoke to Mayor Fulop. He's working on something. He won't say what it is. But somewhere along the line, somebody got to talk to the banks and lay down the line what we're going to do, but that includes the municipalities in the state. New York and New Jersey, the president said we were a little slow on reacting to the coronavirus. I'm going to tell you something. I think everybody was a little slow until around St. Patrick's Day. I don't think anybody took this serious until the wave of numbers started coming out. That's it for today. You be good. You be safe. Stay healthy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.